Hi, it's Erin. So, what I'm doing today is I'm going to talk to you about some things that you can do to protect your positive energy. Positive energy is so important because it helps you to have your best experience in life and to bring you down that path that is going to bring you the most happy, fulfilled life that you could possibly have. So you have to listen to your intuition and your heart to lead you on that path. And some good tips, I'll give you 3 really good tips to keep your positivity going. Your positivity going. Actually, that first tip would be to smile as much as you can. So that will bring up your positivity. You could force yourself to smile. You could laugh at yourself. You could just think of something fun. Think of something, dream. Think of like amazing things that could happen in the future, that you would love to have happen. And then you can have that be kind of like a template for like where you want to go in life. So it's kind of like manifesting the best life that you could possibly have. And so when you have that, just that spirit inside of you that's positive and like really believe that that could happen someday. And so you could just smile, like thinking of those things that, you know, maybe there's a person that you like and you're just like thinking like, wow, like I could be with them someday, and like our relationship could be like the, you know, like you could just be dreaming of it, and just it just makes you smile. Or think about, you know, if you have kids, like funny things that they do, and just it just makes you want to smile. So try to smile as often as you can, and it's contagious, and other people will want to follow you and smile back. You could wave to people and smile or whatever. But tip number 2 is to block out negative energy as much as possible. Negative energy can come from other people, friends, family members, situations of, you know, strangers that could be on, you know, that you run into in public. Just kind of like, instead of engaging in the negativity, just kind of like remove yourself from the situation and think like, okay, they are having a bad day, or you know, something is going on with them, and you kind of want to like block it out like as much as you can. Like even if they're talking to you, asking you questions, it's like you don't even need to say a word. You could just walk away, and then, you know, like you could even say that, you know, okay, you know, you seem to be in a bad mood, and I'm really trying to stay positive in this situation, so I'm just gonna leave and come back, you know, when you're in a better mood. Kind of like put your boundaries up with people and show them that the type of person that you are and how you want to live your life, that you don't want to engage in negativity, and you don't want to surround yourself with that, and you don't have to. So you know, different situations are different, where you might be stuck with people that aren't the most positive, but you can always like block it out with your own thoughts, so you can start thinking and daydreaming of ways to get out of the situation, or times when you're with more positive energies or with positive thoughts. you can always like meditate and like think about like your, you know, a nice calm spot that you would rather be, and kind of have your mind take you away to that space where, whether it's like a beach and you're just like laying on the beach, and you can hear the waves, and you can hear the seagulls, and you can hear the wind, and it just takes you away to that spot, and you can feel the warmth on your skin of the sun, and hear like kids and people being happy in the background, you know, laughing and enjoying themselves. You know, anything that you would rather take your mind away. You can listen to some healthy music, that either some meditation music or some positive energy music. Say that you were in a relationship that ended. Maybe you can listen to love songs and think like, be hopeful and have love in your heart still, and not think negative, like, you know, oh, I'm never gonna find love again, or any negative thoughts about, like, you know, maybe they cheated or whatever. Instead of thinking negative thoughts, you can just you know, listen to music and think like, okay, well, the next person is out there for me, or maybe like there's a chance that we can get back together. Even if there's not, like, at least living with the hope and the positivity of you know, whatever's gonna make you feel positive and happy at that moment. Whether it's true or not, it actually can affect you in a positive way. And that happened to me when I was very devastated about something. I kept crying and crying. It was about a relationship, and I was crying for 6 days straight, and my body couldn't process the information. It couldn't like get out of the funk. It was just like, it was like a death, and I was having such a hard time. And it was like a final like abrupt end to a situation where I felt like we were both, you know, on the same page, and then all of a sudden it was just broken and shattered. So the only thing that got me through it was just, I told myself, like, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep crying anymore. Like, I need to move on with my life. I need to, you know, Christmas was around the corner, and I needed to do things. I couldn't be crying. I told myself, I can't cry anymore. I can't do it. I'm exhausted. I'm depleted. I can't do this anymore. I need to do something to get me out of this. And when I talk to myself, it's almost like I'm talking to God or spirit, and I get answers back. And what I told myself was, the only thing that's gonna make me happy is if this didn't happen. Like, and there was hope. The love was still there, that I can still hold on to that love in my heart, and I can still hold on to hope. And like, instantly I felt better. Instantly I felt better. And I felt like, okay, I'm not crying anymore. Like, I can go do things. As long as I hold that hope and that love in my heart, I'll be okay. And it was just like, it was literally amazing. And I felt like, I don't want to let this feeling ever go. Like, that's what makes me feel good. And so I have to have that there, even though like logically it doesn't make any sense. I have to hold on to that for myself to feel better. You know, if you're in a bad situation, think of the best possible outcome and just hold on to it. Hold it in your heart. Believe in it, because that will get you out of it. And actually, what happened is everything turned around and like it was possible again. It's like literally it was like a miracle had happened. And so your feelings are so powerful. And when you have positivity and like love and hope and just thinking positive can really like change the situation into a positive. So it's like law of attraction or manifestation happening. So that was tip number 2, right? And now tip number 3. So tip number 1 was to smile. Tip number 2 was to get rid of negativity. Tip number 3 is to make sure that you're open to thoughts coming in to help and guide you. So if you're having spirits tell you things, your creator, your intuition, your heart is telling you things, you need to have space open to receive those messages. So if you're always like clouding your mind with things, like I just thought of like substances, like if you're drinking alcohol, if you're smoking pot, if you're doing drugs, if you're manipulating your senses in any kind of way, that might block out your spirit guides and your creator and the universe, whoever's giving you that direction on the correct path that you need to go on for your life. It's going to get clouded and you're not going to be able to receive it. If you're constantly like searching social media, you're into technology and you're searching social media and you're listening to television and you're listening to songs that are like not positive energy, those are going to cloud your judgment. If you're surrounding yourself by negative people, those are going to cloud your judgment. So if you're involved, let's say you have roommates or something and they're arguing, or brothers and sisters or parents, or at school or work, there's people arguing or trying to argue with you, pick fights with you, that is going to block you from progressing in your life. So you really need to get away from those negative people. And, if it's a work environment, you might have to look for another job. If it's a home environment, you might want to think about, okay, how can I protect my energy? Maybe I need to set up boundaries with these people and let them know that, if you can't possibly get out of the situation anytime soon, let them know that, you're trying to create a positive space. And if there's negativity going on around you, that it's creating blockages for you in your progress in life, and you really need to stay away from negative energies. Let them know that in any kind of way that you feel that's right for you. But say, okay, you're in I can see that you're in a bad mood right now, and I just need to get away from that energy and remove myself from the situation, and I'll come back when you're in a better mind frame and space that we can have a conversation, because I don't want I'm not allowing negativity in my life. You need to come to me in a more positive way to find a solution to the problem, and not you know, we're not gonna fight or argue. I'm not gonna allow it, you know, like, so there's different ways to be more mature about situations and to deal with them in a proper way. So those are my 3 tips for you to stay positive, and I hope that those work for you. And you can like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you. Until next time. Peace.